Are the questions you're asking yourself keeping you stuck or moving you forward? Because whether you realize it or not, the quality of your life is determined by the quality of questions you ask. And if you're feeling stuck, unfulfilled, or like life is just passing you by, today's video is for you. I've been reading a lot of books lately, and they've really made me stop to think about the questions that I ask myself on a daily basis. As a coach, I ask a lot of questions to my clients. That is literally part of my job. But I realized today that sometimes I forget to ask myself my own questions. And that's a problem because our thoughts create our beliefs. Our beliefs shape our decisions, our actions, and ultimately they shape the direction our life goes in. Think about it. A single question can keep you in the same rut that you've been in for years, or it can open doors that you didn't even know existed. There was a season where I kept asking myself, why do I lose my temper? And then I would beat myself up over and over again, and it kept me feeling really frustrated and defeated and stuck. And then one day I tried something different. I asked myself, instead of why, who do I want to be? I imagined a version of myself who was joyful and generous and kind. And then I asked, how can I show up like that in the moment where I would normally blow up? And from there, I started practicing breathing techniques. I anchored into my values and I visualized different responses for those moments. And here's the truth. Those questions, the better questions I started asking, changed my state. And they shifted my thoughts, which shifted my decisions and actions, and eventually my life. And your questions can do the exact same thing. The first step is awareness, because you cannot change what you don't notice. So start asking yourself, what questions am I running on autopilot? Which ones are fueling fear and frustration or self-doubt? Also, what new question could help me shift my focus towards new possibilities instead of limitations? Honestly, sometimes I don't even know what the right question is to ask, but that's when I turn to God, and my prayer usually sounds something like, God, I don't know the answer. I am overwhelmed. I feel defeated. And you are the God of restoration and clarity. So please give me that. Help me to know what to let go of and where to direct my focus. The prayer doesn't replace asking myself better questions, but it anchors me into God's perspective. And from that place of peace, I can start to see new possibilities and start asking different, more empowering questions. Once you notice your old patterns, then it's time to interrupt them. And that starts with the body and emotional state. So you can take a deep breath, move, stand up, just shift your focus, and then replace your old question with a new empowering one. So, for example, instead of why me, ask, what can I be grateful for right now? Instead of why can't I figure this out? Ask, what small step can I take today to move forward? When you ask better questions, then you move into a better state. And that's when you open yourself up to creativity and problem solving and clarity. Now, here's where habits come in. Habits and routines are powerful because they free up mental energy. You don't have to question whether you're going to brush your teeth or not, right? Hopefully not. Hopefully you just do it. And that same thing goes for your life. When you create routines for reflection, journaling, or planning with purpose, you free up mental space for bigger, more life-changing questions. That's part of why I created my 5 simple steps to going from unstuck to moving into purpose. Those habits in there can create space for questions that will move you forward. So you can grab that in the link below in the description and start practicing some of those habits today. And that will help you so you're not just surviving, but you're creating a life of peace, purpose, and possibility. Here are a few questions that you can start asking yourself this week or today. What's one small step I can take today towards my dreams? What am I grateful for right now? What is great about this problem? How can I invite joy and creativity into this moment? Write these down, reflect, journal, ask God for clarity, and watch the answers just start showing up in your life. Remember, the questions you ask yourself shape your life. Better questions equals better thoughts, equals better actions, and ultimately better results. If this video sparked something for you, do me a favor, hit the like button, drop a comment with one empowering question that you'll start asking yourself this week, and subscribe so you don't miss any more content like this. It really helps me to create videos that help you live more full and full of purpose. You have the power to ask different questions, shift your state, and step into a life that feels joyful, aligned, and full of possibility. Start today.